Is Robert from Bridging the Geekdoms. What I'm doing here is I'm playing through Halo, all the Halo games, the franchise, completely between now and next year. The idea is to do this so I can get hyped and get ready for Halo Infinite. So, hopefully you stick with me here.
Chief? Chief, can you hear me? At last. Are you all right? Can you move?
Yeah, it's pretty crazy that I'm doing this. I've never really streamed before. I gotta fix some of my settings here. So, give me a second here. You may take a look and say, oh look, you're doing inverted. And yeah, I do that. It's been something that I've done for a number of years, not really sure why, but yeah, I know some people think it's crazy. I think it's a more fluid field of motion.
Multiple Covenant dropships on approach.
Now,
I recommend moving into those
Halo.
Hills.
I remember the first time playing
Covenant will believe that everyone aboard this lifeboat died in the crash.
2001, 2002, whenever I first played it, I could not believe what I was witnessing.
I recommend immediate
I just
evasion.
couldn't believe it. I mean, this game was absolutely phenomenal. Now, I know my buddy, the first time I played, I went over his house, and he was like, check this out. He's looking down at the grass. He's like, look at that. Look how real that looks. Look at that. And then he like zooms in. Look how real that is. That's crazy. You know, he's like, look at that. But that was in this. Look at that. You know, and this is the old look. This is the updated look that they did a number of years back after the 15th anniversary, I think. I think it was the 15th anniversary. Let me know in the comments, because I honestly I can't remember which one it was. Or when they did the update. But yeah, it was just crazy to look at all this and see what it was like. Yeah, see one person watching. Thank you very much for watching. Definitely check out my page over on the YouTube. It is Bridging the Geekdoms. I do a lot. I'm starting to do some streaming. You're going to see some stuff from me. I have a buddy of mine who does a lot of VR related things. It's called We Are VR is his podcast. You're going to see his stuff popping up on the YouTube channel as well. With that, we got a number of shows. We got a Star Wars show, Shoot the Sith. We got so much more. So definitely make sure you head over to my... Oh man, I'm stuck right now. Head over to my YouTube page for a whole bunch of things. Podcast I try to do at least one show a week. That's kind of what I'm going to get back to, is one show a week. I do a show called Free Talk as well that I'd like to eventually have everybody my viewers, interact with me. Come on and ask me questions. That's what that show's essentially going to be. As of right now, though, it's kind of just a quick, oh crap, did you hear about this type of news show. Whereas Bridging the Geekdoms, the main show, is going to be about talking with geeks, talking about people who bridge geekdoms, and meaning brought things together. Just for instance, I've talked to some cosplayers. You know, they're bringing their love of creating costumes to the geek world and different things like that. I remember the first time getting to this moment in the game, and I just couldn't believe it. I was like, this is like an all-out war. This is crazy. I want to go back to the original for that, actually. I just couldn't believe what I was looking at. It was absolutely insane. To me, back in 2002, 2001, whatever it was, when I first played it, it seemed like an all-out war. Now you have games like Battlefield and Battlefront and Call of Duty, all that kind of stuff that just, that's war. Like you see, 50, 60 people on a battlefield at one time with planes and tanks and all that jazz. This was just something completely different for its time. It was ahead of its time. I say that all the time. This was ahead of its time
Don't worry, Sergeant.
when it comes to
We'll stay here until evac arrives.
video games. It was absolutely phenomenal what they were able to accomplish. And, you know, it's crazy to think, and now this is a redo of my first stream here, and I apologize if you hear my 5-6-month-old daughter in the background. But the crazy thing about this is this was originally made for the Mac. That was. Mac was looking for a game for their system, and Microsoft came in and swooped up the Bungie and was like, hey, you're coming with us, and you're going to be making essentially our flagship game for our upcoming console. So the game was supposed to be much bigger, much more of an open world game than it is now. Now, you can see aspects here on this map. You can see the open world of the map. They did a fantastic job. Oh crap! This is not good. I played on normal, but the open worldness, you can feel that here. It just isn't what they wanted it to be, and it's interesting because none of the Halo games have really gotten to that open world. This is probably the closest that we've had to it is in Halo 1. Halo 2 had some aspects of it, not as much as this did, whereas Halo 3, Halo 4, Halo 5, they were all very, very linear games. And this is still a very linear game if you really think about it. I mean, there's not much to this, you know, open worldness. It's, you go here, you go here, you go here, you go here. You don't get to go around, say, like in a Grand Theft Auto form, and whatever missions and different things you want to hit. But, you know, it's interesting. I'm hoping Halo Infinite kind of hits that a little bit, or that it can't. I just I want to know your feelings. Everybody, what you guys think of the Halo franchise. What's your favorite game in the Halo franchise? What is it that you have enjoyed about the franchise? Now, my playthrough here over the next year, I'm not going to be streaming every single level that I do. Rather, I'm going to just kind of hit, big moments within it, you know. Probably get about 15-20 videos out of it, because if I streamed every single waking moment, that would be, what is each one, about 5 hours long, so be about 25 hours of streaming, and I don't know if I got 25 hours of streaming in me. I will be streaming other things as well. This isn't just going to be me doing this. Over the next year, I will be doing a lot of Halo stuff, but Rainbow Six Siege, some other things I'll be doing as well. My kids really like playing Minecraft, so I'd like to do some Minecraft. Now that it's, which I will do on the computer, that might be how I do Among Us, but we'll see. Definitely we'll see. Jump up here and get up from the high ground. Yeah, and one thing I always wondered about this game was, it seemed like their power scaling was way, like, just, there are times whenever I'm fighting on League, I'm like, oh wow, that was really easy. And there's times should have been. Maybe the game? I don't know. There was a time when I didn't suck, I know that. Always give me a challenge. Jack was like, Bowhammer, whatever his name is.
Roger, Echo 419. This is Fire Team Charlie. We read you. Is that you, Hammer?
Roger,
Oh,
Fire
yeah.
Team Charlie. Good to hear from you.
Hammer, we need transportation
I still
to the command
couldn't
shuttle.
believe the idea of
I'm on my
riding
way.
in a Warthog, driving
Look, more lifeboats.
any
Coming in
kind
fast.
of
If those lifeboats
vehicle
make it down, the Covenant are going to be
in this
right
game.
on top
It
of
was
them.
one of those
Hammer,
things.
we
I
need you
mean,
to
again,
disengage
think
your
about
Warthog.
the year
The Master
2001
Chief and I
when
are
this
going to
came
see
out.
if we can save some soldiers.
There was not. This was not
Roger, Cortana.
a normal thing back then. You couldn't
Okay,
play
Charlie
first-person
Team, Warthog
shooter
deployed.
on a
Saddle up
console
and give 'em hell.
and get in a Warthog.
Roger, Hammer. Stand by to evac survivors and
Or
transport them to
not
safety.
Warthog, but get in a vehicle and drive around. You just couldn't do it. I mean, it's just something that was just phenomenal to add to a console first-person shooter. It was revolutionary. Now we have games
This
like
cave is not a
Battlefield,
natural
Battlefront,
formation.
where they have
Someone built it.
hundreds of vehicles
So it must
within
lead
the game, and you have the ability to drive
I've
almost
hacked into
everything.
the Covenant battle network.
But this,
Actually broadcasting
This was
tactical
something-
data on
we didn't look at
unencrypted
it.
channels.
you know, I
You
mean,
should
that's,
show them who they're dealing with.
I would think and wish Titanfall
Master
would have
Chief,
done that.
I'm going to use your
Did,
suit's
because I think
transcom
that
system to
first-person shooter, all that kind of stuff. It was really interesting and cool, and we got enough of it. I'd love to see more. It was a cool aspect or idea. I like how they added the little jump there, trying to make some suspense within the game as you're driving around in this Warthog. You know, it's crazy to think, there's just so much. So much of this game is like you play it today and you're like, man, really? That's what they're trying to do here? It's really simple to produce a game nowadays, you know, in the grand scheme of things. But back then, this was just so impressive. And please laugh at me. Put in the comments how bad I suck, because I know. It's been quite a few years since I've played Halo, any Halo at all. And that's kind of why I wanted to go back through the entire franchise before getting Halo Infinite. I also like to hear from those people who have an Xbox Series S or X. If you guys are playing Halo, how much better does it play on that system? Is it faster? Is it crisper? Is it cleaner? All that kind of stuff. I know this isn't something that was specifically upgraded for the new Series X and S, but I'd like to hear, because there are some minor upgrades that you might see in that kind of stuff. So yeah, definitely let me know. I don't know why he shot at a wall. But, yeah, typical for AI in that day, just doing random stuff that makes no sense. I think the complaint I ever really had about this game was just the scope, the size of it. I mean, the amount of time it took me to walk over to get back to my Warthog there. Now, obviously, I didn't need to park way over there, but to get from point A to point B, I get why they were doing it. They were showing the capabilities of the Xbox, and they were trying to make this big open-world game,
There's new traffic
which
on
then
the
they had to
Covenant
dumb down
battle
a bit for the console.
A lot more crew made
So
it
they
off the
wanted to
Autumn
show
than I had
off
predicted.
as much as they could.
The captain really gave them
I always
hell.
like to do this while I'm playing to see
We
how
can
they
find
updated
Captain
it.
Keys and the other
to more
survivors.
modern
We have a
day,
chance to coordinate an
modern day-ish
effective resistance.
graphics compared to the original. Yeah, I mean, I guess I still like the original better. I know that they did a lot of updating with the graphics as the series went on, so it kind of makes sense that they will try and make it look more like what they have currently. But I prefer the original graphics personally. The music. Marty O'Donnell. A very cinematic score. I think nowadays it's underrated. Back then, this was the first time I ever went and bought a soundtrack for the game. I know a lot of people who talk about the Final Fantasy soundtrack, but this soundtrack, Halo 2 is even way
Maybe they
better.
took cover in that structure. Let's check it out.
It's just one of those things. It's just like, today people don't talk enough about it, I don't think, because of how spoiled we are. Because if not for something like Halo back in 2001, oh shit. Yeah, if not for the scores of games like this,
We should
you
search the
would
interior
not
of those structures
see
before
the
we leave.
scores in the type of music in games today. Stuck. Again, the graphics were a limitation. I might get that. I think that's partially why.
Marines, assemble for evac, pronto!
Now stop here. Why didn't they go down and fight the Marines? Why didn't they go kill the Marines? Why did they just sit on AI? But honestly, that's alright. Go. Oh no! I died. Oh man. Got you guys here. We're gonna go this way.
Let's find him.
About 30 minutes of gameplay at a time. So hopefully you guys are cool with that. If you want more, definitely let me know. I will put more time in my schedule to make you happy. I'm nothing amazing here, but I do like talking video games, and I hope that you guys start joining, and we can talk about all of the differences and all of the implications of their work back when it released in 2001, and or with all the other games. I remember, hey, not cool, man, not cool. Yeah, my daughter's not happy about it either. Yeah, yell at him. To make it where the bad guys are what kind of determines the story moving forward. I don't remember if back in that time there was anything like it.
We should secure the area before the dropship arrives.
Echo 419 to Cortana.
There we go.
Come
See?
in.
Yeah, I don't
read
remember
you,
if there was
Echo
anything like that
419.
back
We
in the
have
day,
survivors and
or
need
if this was
immediate
something
dust
that
off.
started with Halo.
Right,
But I just
on my
on
position. Hard to see from my altitude, but it looks like there are more survivors. Acknowledged. We're on our way.
the story of Halo, I think, is one of the better stories in video gaming. If you really dive into it, read the books, and follow the games and everything like that. I think they kind of got a little off filter a bit. The Forerunners, that aspect was really... Even with Halo 4,
There's some
Halo
Marines
5,
hiding in the
Guardians,
hills above the structure.
Fighting the flood. Sniper right? Always fun to... It's bull. probably gonna die here again because I'm awesome at this game. What it is. Not bad idea. Oh.
Sure, they're in the area.
All the cup. Yeah, you park your. Yeah, this is partially an issue. Where is the last? There it is.
I'm on it. You like that? Let me get that for you.
Echo 419 to Cortana. Full hammers on station and ready for another pickup. Affirmative. We're ready for dust off.
With these
Approach when ready.
ones.
We're going to look for the last lifeboat, Echo 419.
Oh man.
Good luck.
I picked up remote. Have captured surviving command. Hurry and find the final life. Link up with the